there. Hi there, my name is Chris and welcome back to my channel for this episode recap of Love After Lockup. We are season 2, episode 6. This episode was called Your Card Has Been Declined, which is very literally what happens to someone in this episode. Having your card declined is horrible, but to have it done on television is even worse. Oh, let's get into it, y'all. Thank you so much for watching this video and clicking on this video and liking this video and subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. I sincerely appreciate it. And I love talking to you guys in the comment section below, and my live interacting with you all has made my life. So very much enjoy it. And so if you're into that, let's keep doing it. Okay, so this episode starts with Clint and Tracy. Clint and his beautiful bride wake up the next morning and she is modeling the lingerie that she will soon be wearing for him later. It's purple, every bride's favorite color if they're getting married to Prince. Clint is like, you are the most beautiful thing I've ever. Still, nothing has changed. You are still so very beautiful. And she is there looking back and so happy with not nary an eyebrow. I mean, not to one. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I wonder how you drew them on in prison. You're like, what fun thing did you make in prison that made eyebrows? You know, was it more of the toothpaste coffee grinds mixture that you formed into an arch? There's not anything there. They've been completely taken away. She looks like she is on death's door. Is how I should say that. She needs a drink, honey. She asked Clint. He very much was like, no. And she takes that shot, honey. And after seeing her, I don't know how Clint didn't. And I want to take a shot too. I'm like, where is it? Give me that. Maybe I do too. I think it's what? It looks like it's 10 a.m. Rarely do I drink, and rarely in the morning. But you know what? Fine. Give it to me. But Clint is like, oh, it's best sex of my whole life. The most incredible sex. We had to hear a lot of that sex. Why did we have to hear so much of it? Why do we have to see so much sex on this show, Love After Lockup producers? Because no one's coming to this show to see these people get down that much. Are they? I'm not. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to see it, much less think about it. But if you make me see it, I have to think about it. That's how that works. She asks, what happens if you ever have second thoughts? That's a normal question for her to ask because it's her first marriage. What's his third? So, he's an expert. But he then, gets some seeds planted in his head that she might have some doubts. Not enough, though, that he doesn't willingly give her his credit card because she has to go buy a dress day of. She's like, what's my limit? He's like $500. And she's like, this day's very special. He's like, yeah, well, if you have to spend a little more, baby, I get that, And she's like, are you sure that's okay? And he's like, yeah, I mean, I've totally hit my limit. So here's my debit card just in case. And I mean, these men just give these women everything. And these women just take it all and then just spend it all. That's how this show works. For Tracy, she's just never been treated like a queen. And Clint is treating her like a queen. And it's so much. It's too much. It's great. It's everything she ever wanted. Besides all the alcohol in the world, what she wants all the time. She was right when she said she's not good on probation. Because she's not nary out of prison and she's on camera drinking. Again, I don't know what I'm talking about. I've never done, but that's okay. Okay. You tell me. We find out what his job is. Clint is a front desk attendant at a hotel, major brand hotel. I'm thinking Quality Inn. Doesn't make that much money. So consider that when you're buying your dress day of for this wedding. See, I get the hair. You spend $350 on hair. At least the hair lasts 6 weeks. I'm getting my hair done Wednesday. I can't wait. So then we see Clint at the wedding site, a beautiful church. No, just kidding. That's not what they're getting married. And he's waiting for his bride-to-be. His mom is called. Mom, leave me alone. She's not here yet. I mean, these phone calls from the mom when he's waiting for her are my favorite things in the whole world. And God bless his mom. Tracy just has his credit cards, not a phone. You can't get in touch with her. She's just out on the town as if it was 1990 too. And you just had to wait for that person to like get wherever that person said that person was going to be or going to go. Okay. Next couple is Mike, Megan, and Sarah. I feel this is also annoying to me. This is why this is annoying, and I say this in the live. It's like Aviana's so young to like be on camera so much and like have all of her family's like horrible business just be like on the streets, out in the streets, all of it blasted. You know how your dad like doesn't really like your mom, but just married your mom just to like get at you, but he's like into this girl named Megan right now. We'll see how long that's gonna last. And how your mom just like code switches and stuff like that. Aviana didn't have that choice, but Aviana's on this show. That's why this show is sometimes hard to watch. And shows like this. So Michael doesn't have a cell number for Megan to call, right? Because all these people come out of prison, not with like Verizon plans, you know, attached. Not even like a Boost mobile plan, honey. They are cell phone-less. It's the next day and he has yet to call Megan, but one thing he has done, definitely boned Sarah over and over again without a condom. Despite the fact that he doesn't love Sarah and trying to get away from Sarah, but can't get away from Sarah because of the baby. So what he's gonna do, fuck Sarah without a condom, try and make more babies. Everyone makes the worst decisions on the show. Why? And we see a gratuitous sex scene with Sarah. You know, Sarah has her like legs wrapped around him and like he has his shirt off and queens and kings are boning. Sarah's like so happy to be like, we ain't trying to prevent a pregnancy. I want another baby now. That was fun. They were so cute. It's also really great to like lock men down with babies. Always works. And he is now spending some quality time with Aviana, you know, but he can use this time to call Megan and just tell Megan like, what's up? Like, look, I'm with Aviana, like spending this time, but then I know I'm going to have to come see you. That's going to happen next week. And I have this special plan. He's been promoting this special plan like he went to office or something, as if Megan voted him into office on like a certain agenda and plan that he has to stick to, and he ain't sticking to it. Megan, on the other hand, is getting madder. She gets it. It's like she gets it like at any time Michael can just flip and go back to his baby mama's arms because they're driving together and the baby mom like maybe has feelings for him and is like trying to talk him into this, you know, like Megan gets it. She gets not trusting Michael, yet she trusts Michael, and she shouldn't trust Michael. You know who also shouldn't trust Michael? Sarah. And also probably shouldn't trust Michael? Every other female in the whole world. You know who only knows what Michael's really up to? Michael's mom. And maybe Aviana, because she like right away is kind of like, whoa, standoffish, you know, of her own dad. God bless. Okay, Brittany and Marcelino. So I absolutely have a completely different idea of Brittany because of this episode. Brittany was so like innocent and free-spirited hippie that comes out of prison and is like, I'm gonna meditate. I used to be into drugs, but I'm not anymore, and like kind of submissive. But she, in this episode, has this real fake scene with Amanda, who has been her girlfriend, I guess, in prison, who comes over to be in the pool with them. And like Marcelino's there sometimes and not there. Then they get in the pool together and have a gratuitous bi scene. You know what I'm saying? And all of it's so weird. And this is why. Because we're supposed to believe that Brittany invites Amanda, who is her old love, her old ex-girlfriend, who doesn't know that they're no longer together, over to her house where she then says, A, we're no longer together. B, I'm dating someone new. C, it's a guy. D, this is his place. E, we're getting married. F, forget all of that. Do you want to go wedding dress shopping with me? And I just don't know, as a human being, you would do that to someone you actually loved. She's just like using her like sexuality in such a way that I find it to be manipulative. And I also can't tell what's real because this conversation with Amanda seems like Amanda's reaction to finding out all that information isn't truthful. Like Amanda already knew it. Because Brittany just is pretty much like, Marcelino doesn't know about you, and now you know about Marcelino. We're just gonna see what happens. I would love to still hang out with you, and maybe Marcelino like will be okay with that. And like it's weird to think that he would be okay with that and just what we've seen of him, but then Brittany's just like also like, he's a dude. All dudes love girls together. Brittany's looking for an apartment in the arms of Amanda in a pool. And I think she probably should just check Craigslist. There's more apartments there. Oh, I forgot to say one thing. We find out that the way that Brittany used to hook up in prison, which is very Orange is the New Black, the way that Brittany used to hook up with Amanda in prison is that they would be in the bottom bunk and they would just like hang their clothes from the top bunk like curtains down, like as if they're just like drying the clothes, and then have like someone wait outside, and then they would like hook up, and then someone would just be like on duty for them. Where there's a will, there's a way. People are gonna hook up, honey. Sex is going to happen. Wherever, whenever, which is why you should teach kids about it. Okay, the next couple is Matt and Kaitlin. Okay, so I found out that Kaitlin has been married before, like twice, and has a kid, which I didn't know that. We never talk about that. Kaitlin looks, again, so fresh-faced without any makeup on that I'm like, are you 2 years old? And also like a hurt little bird, wafy bird, you know, that just like is so in need of desperate love and attention and validation and for someone not to leave her. And she picks just the worst person to try and get that from after not getting any kind of nourishment or like nurturing from her mother, which is another addict. And that's where we are in the cycle that is Kaitlin's life. So Kaitlin and Matt go to some diner, which looks like an IHOP wannabe, to meet Kaitlin's mom, right? So Kaitlin's mom can meet Matt. And Kaitlin's mom is late and hasn't texted Kaitlin, and Kaitlin can just like pick up on that, or that is so indicative of past druggy-like behavior that it gives her anxiety and it's too much. So it's like she's late, they want to leave. Suddenly, Kaitlin's mom shows up, but Kaitlin like can't even say hi to her, like walks right past her. And Kaitlin's mom's like, I finally found you. You know, and Kaitlin just like, I can't do this right now, like throws something, and Matt's just like, ooh. Matt like wants to try and be like, I can maybe be the bridge of this situation. Like, I'm an addict, she's an addict, you're here. But it's a lot of drama and trauma from the past that Matt doesn't know and doesn't have the wherewithal nor any sort of help, can't even help himself to try and fix this. Kaitlin just calms down, and we have like an aside with Kaitlin's mom that's like, we're trying to mend our relationship, and I cannot quite tell if I indeed think Kaitlin's mom is high. Kaitlin said that her mom had like coke and needle problems, and I don't know how you act on them, but like she seems coherent and cohesive in her sentence structure. And Kaitlin then comes over and they hug, and then like awkwardly she's like, Matt is very attractive. That's the second thing that they have in common between Kaitlin and her mom, besides that red mane, is they both think Matt's attractive. Help, both of them. Talk about a group that needs a GoFundMe. Okay, final couple, Lizzie and Scott. They're at their dinner, honey. Their date that they've been waiting for. Scott is rocking his new hairdo. Lizzie's rocking her black slutty dress that she's picked out with Jasmine, and comes down to ordering, and Lizzie decides to order all the fish in the sea, every one of them, like Ursula would, like evil Ursula, like just orders all of it. It's expensive because usually it doesn't even say the price in the menus, it's like market value. And you see Scottie being like, it's a lot of food. And then her just pressing him like, well, is that okay? You said it was okay. Is that okay? Yeah, I said it was okay. I said it was okay. I'm just saying, I'm just remarking that it's a lot of food. And Lizzie has the voice of like a Kardashian. Like, it's like not a lot of food. It's like just some oysters. And like oysters are an aphrodisiac. And like you said, I could order all this food. And now you're saying it's too much food? Is it too much food? Good. So then they eat and they have a horribly awkward dinner where they talk about how Jasmine hates him. Why? Because he enabled Lizzie, and then Lizzie blames him for enabling her. Well, you really did me dirty by enabling me because I was in the throes of addiction and like you just kept it going, and it's like, you are an addict, take some responsibility. He's like, well, would you have gotten it a different way? And she's like, yeah. I hate her. She gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like, Scottie's just dumb, right? Like, just like, ugh, getting taken advantage of. But Lizzie, her addict-type behavior is prevalent no matter what. I mean, no matter if she's high or not. And the energy is manipulative and like a parasite, wanting every last drop from someone and want Jasmine to run. Scottie reveals that the second time that he visited Lizzie in prison, she was so high on heroin that he fell asleep on his shoulder, like passed out. That's when he wanted to help her the most. And that's why he like enabled her by giving her all the money for drugs. It's really dark. It is dark. Can you imagine? I mean, I can't. I can't imagine someone passing out on my shoulder because they're on drugs and then just giving them more money for the drugs. They're in prison. Nope. I can't. I cannot. So then the bill comes and they pay in cash. No, the title of the episode comes in play. You were like, how is the title of the episode gonna work in here? Well, I'll tell you, because the bill comes and Scottie puts a credit card down, and guess what? It's declined because of all her seafood and all the drugs, which coincidentally she used drugs to buy seafood in prison. circle of life. Anyway, he did, I don't know how he ends up paying. It's like, looks like checks or something. I'm not quite sure. And she's like, are you sure it's okay? And then she lays the found work of like, if he's lying to me about his money and he doesn't have money, I mean, maybe if he's lying about his, I can't have a liar. I don't have to break up with him. So if it's not Jasmine, and it's not the fact that he enabled me on drugs, or it's not the fact that I'm not at all attracted to him, or it's not the fact that he lied about this, you pick a reason, but I'm gonna leave him. I'm just waiting literally for the last cent in his bank account to go. And then I'll leave him. My name's Lizzie. Bips. That is what I have to say about that episode. What did I miss? Probably a lot. Tell me below in the comments. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I love you, and please, you know, give the girl the like, give the girl the subscribe. The girl has a Patreon, if you didn't know. You can hit up that girl's Patreon. The girl's me. The girl's me. I'm going to make a Facebook group for you all to talk. That's also on the horizon. So I got some fun things on the horizon, and just, if you have any more ideas of any more shows, just tell me below. I love listening, and I love responding. Very fun for me, and I appreciate it. Follow me, if you will, at Chris L. Farah. I'll tell you right now, the L is for London. I'm dropping that. The L is for London, y'all. Maybe you heard in a live or two that your girl Wah, your girl Chris might be coming to the UK. I post all that stuff on Instagram. I'll make a travel diary as well. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Take care of yourselves and each other. Stand up for what you believe and make art. Bye.